Thank you for that. Mr. Harrell, you're recognized for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. My name is Jeremy Harrell, and I'm the chair of the U.S. Nuclear Industry Council's Board of Directors. The council represents more than 80 companies engaged in nuclear innovation and supply chain development. I'm also the chief strategy officer at ClearPath. Thank you for the opportunity to testify today. American nuclear energy can power a clean and secure future if the U.S. seizes this moment. Global energy markets are demanding a carbon-free, reliable, secure energy source more than ever, and the U.S. nuclear supply chain is ready to deliver. This increase in demand has coincided with unprecedented private sector momentum. For example, American electricity providers are calling for 90 gigawatts of new nuclear power by 2050, doubling current capacity. The U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission anticipates at least 13 applications for new nuclear by 2027, and at least 8 U.S.-based companies have announced international partnerships in more than 10 countries. These data points underscore the U.S. is entering the era of deployment. Now we must show the world that we can bring projects in on time and on budget at scale. Thanks to Congress's support, particularly this committee, we've seen bipartisan nuclear policy wins like NEMA, NECA, and the Energy Act of 2020. The resulting tax incentives, NRC modernization, and public-private partnerships like the Advanced Reactor Demonstration Program are bolstering the interest of new investors and new customers, not just utilities, but chemical facilities, steel producers, and data centers. There are 3 challenges this committee could tackle to further accelerate American nuclear expansion. First, secure the nuclear supply chain and end global reliance on Russia. Second, enhance the U.S.'s offerings for new American nuclear abroad. And third, improve regulatory predictability here at home. I'll start with the supply chain. From mining to enrichment, our nation is too reliant on Russia. About 95% of our uranium used in the U.S. today is imported. Nearly 50% of that comes from Russia and Kazakhstan. Russia is the only source of large volumes of high-assay, low-enriched uranium, the fuel needed for many of our advanced designs, and Russia has been supplying more than 20% of our low-enriched uranium for our current fleet. Russia's invasion of Ukraine has made it even more clear that the U.S. and its allies must end the global reliance on the Russian nuclear sector now. To enable a private industry-led HALEU supply, the Biden administration must immediately launch the Advanced Nuclear Fuel Availability Program, already authorized by this committee. Second, the U.S. must enhance its offerings for American technology deployment abroad. Demand in Europe, Africa, the Middle East, and South Asia has never been higher. Nations want affordable, clean, reliable, and secure energy, and unfortunately China and Russia are filling that desire, building dozens of new reactors both within their borders and internationally. The United States and its allies should be the ones who establish these new 100-year partnerships, not China and Russia. New policies like the Bipartisan International Energy Act send a strong signal that the U.S. will reestablish itself as a leader in the global marketplace, but Team America must do more with the tools available. For instance, in 2020, the Development Finance Corporation removed its restrictions on supporting nuclear power projects, but has been slow to promote American technologies. Similarly, the Exim Bank's China program provides financial support for wind and solar, but excludes nuclear. This week's U.S.-Poland deal to support roughly 20 SMRs with $4 billion in loans, the agreement that the full committee chairwoman mentioned earlier, is a great first step, but the U.S. must pursue this aggressive whole-of-government strategy to compete. Third, neither of these goals work if we do not modernize regulations here at home. To lead, the NRC must be structured and incentivized to license the next generation of new reactors. While the NRC is working to modernize, attract new talent, and further its technical understanding of new technologies, efforts that I commend them for, the Commission admits it will still struggle to review these new applications. Understandably so. 13 new applications in the next 5 years is unprecedented. To rise to that challenge, the Commission should do 3 things. 1, realign the NRC's processes for new technologies around their safety benefits and new applications, like clean heat and disaster relief. 2, increase review efficiency so it doesn't take years to come to a decision. And finally, be proactive. That means asking Congress for support and preparing to be a regulator that not only meets its safety mission, but also enables nuclear's role in our clean energy future. USNIC also applauds early House action with the Lower Energy Costs Act and stands ready to support a bipartisan deal that overhauls our nation's antiquated permitting system. Meaningful permit reform is essential to growing new American clean energy. In conclusion, this committee has an incredible record of bipartisanship in nuclear energy. It's positioning the U.S. to lead the world in the deployment of affordable, reliable, clean energy. The challenge before us today is to double down on those efforts and further increase U.S. supply chain security and international competitiveness. USA and ClearPath greatly appreciates what this committee have accomplished and stand ready to support your efforts in the months ahead. Thank you.